Dub Nation, listen up, because this offseason has been quiet on the surface, but underneath, the Golden State Warriors are cooking something strategic. Let me break it down. The holdup that matters. We're creeping into September, and the Warriors haven't made a single move in free agency yet. No signings, no trades, not even a whisper of roster changes. The reason? It all comes down to the Jonathan Kuminga show. The restricted free agent has reportedly turned down their offer, and until that situation resolves, Golden State's hands are tied. SB Nation. This isn't a sign of inaction, it's a tactical pause. The front office has delayed adding to the roster because they're saving space and clarity for when Kuminga's undeniably resolved. Waiting in the wings. But don't think we're idle. Reports confirm the Warriors already have verbal agreements in place with key vets like Al Horford, Gary Payton II, and DeAnthony Welton, set to be finalized as soon as Kuminga's business is settled. San Francisco Standard. Now, the latest name emerging in the mix is Cody Martin. The former Hornets and Suns wing is now a free agent, and the Dubs are reportedly eyeing him as a potential bench piece once roster space opens up. Martin offers size, defense, and athleticism, traits Kevin Durant and Draymond Green have long valued. Unlike bigger names, he comes cheap and could be a solid fit behind Butler and Moses Moody. Meanwhile, another intriguing name surfaced, Malik Beasley, the elite three-point marksman who just broke 300 threes last season. Reports suggest the Warriors are among the teams amounting to a wild card pursuing him. He'd inject instant shooting and spacing alongside Curry. AP News. Beasley was previously tied up in a federal gambling probe, throwing uncertainty into his market. It clouded negotiations, but recent updates confirm he's cleared from that investigation, potentially reopening his candidacy for teams like Golden State. Why this matters? Here's what you need to understand. The Warriors are methodically stacked behind their star trio, Curry, Butler, and Green, but they know depth wins championships. Shooting, defense, versatility. Veterans who extend the rotation without compromising culture. Names like Horford, Melton, Cody Martin, or even Beasley could elevate the bench instantly. And the smart move? Let the Kuminga saga clear first, then make moves that actually fill the gaps, not just make headlines. That's the steely, patient mindset we love from this front office. Let's talk, Dub Nation. Would you rather have a strategic, targeted pickup like Cody Martin, or would you want a more dramatic signing even if it derails the plan? Do you trust the front office to keep maneuvering behind the scenes and wait for the right moment? And which player would you prioritize most to shore up this rotation? Shooting, defense, or veteran IQ? Let your voice be heard in the comments below. Hit that like button if you believe this team can win through smart planning, not just big splashes. Stay locked, Warriors Nation. Chapter 2 is next, where we break down the opportunities that arise after Kuminga decides. Dub Nation, imagine this. Steph Curry flaring to the wing, Jimmy Butler drawing doubles in the paint, and then Malik Beasley, wide open, drilling threes with machine-like precision. This might sound like a dream, but based on the latest reports, the Golden State Warriors are exploring making it a reality. Let's dive into what makes Beasley a serious option and whether the Dubs should go all in. Elite shooting with game-changing impact. Malik Beasley is not just a shooter, he's a volume sniper. Last season with the Milwaukee Bucks, Beasley shot 41.3% from beyond the arc on over 7 attempts per game, finishing with more than 300 made threes. In today's NBA, that's gold, especially for a Warriors team built around spacing, off-ball movement, and shooting gravity. Analysts have called Beasley a natural fit next to Curry, not just because of his range, but because of his ability to play off the ball, cut through screens, and keep defenses honest. Sound familiar? It should. It's exactly what made the original Splash Brothers so lethal. The wild card factor. What's interesting is that CBS Sports recently labeled Golden State a wild card contender for Beasley. That means they're lurking, watching his market value and preparing to pounce once the Kuminga situation is resolved. Here's the twist. The Warriors already have deals lined up with Horford and Melton, but they're also about $25 million under the first tax apron. That gives them options. They could use the biannual exception, dip into their $8.7 million trade exception, or get creative with a split mid-level deal to land Beasley and one of the other targets. But there's a cost. Signing Beasley may mean letting go of someone like Gary Payton II or another veteran contributor due to financial restrictions. That's a tough decision, and it's why the front office is moving carefully. Why Beasley could work. What makes Beasley intriguing isn't just the three-point numbers, it's the fit. Playing alongside Steph and Jimmy means he won't need to handle the ball or create his own shot as often. That allows him to do what he does best, stretch defenses and let gravity work in the Warriors' favor. Imagine lineups where Steph and Beasley roam the perimeter while Butler slashes and Draymond orchestrates from the high post. Defenses would be stretched thin, too thin. And in those second units, Beasley paired with Buddy Hield, that's a flamethrower duo coming off the bench. What's at stake? The Kuminga situation continues to stall movement, but it also gives the front office time to evaluate. Beasley brings upside, but he's not without questions. Can he defend well enough in big playoff moments? Will he accept a secondary or even bench role behind Hield or Melton? These are the considerations, and make no mistake, adding Beasley might force Bob Myers and company to make hard decisions about who stays and who goes. But if they pull it off, this team could have the most dangerous shooting rotation in the league again. Warriors fans, we've broken down the big names. Al Horford, Dante Melton, Cody Martin, and the wild card in Malik Beasley. Now it's time to look at how all these potential moves could come together and transform the Warriors into a legitimate championship contender again. Let's talk about what the final 2025-26 roster could look like and why Warriors Nation should be excited. Foundation: Curry, Butler, Green, the new Big Three. At the heart of this roster remains the core: Stephen Curry, the ageless magician still performing at an MVP level; Jimmy Butler, the tough-as-nails two-way all-star hungry for his first ring; and Draymond Green, the defensive anchor and emotional leader who still fuels the engine on both ends. This trio alone is dangerous. Add a few strategic pieces around them and they become downright terrifying. Role players with purpose. The addition of Al Horford, while not flashy, would be a masterstroke. Horford is a winner, a high IQ vet who provides leadership, spacing, rim protection, and elite passing from the post. He's playoff tested, and even at 39, was vital for the Celtics' finals run in 2024. Pair him with Draymond in certain lineups, and you have a versatile front court that can switch, pass, and shoot. He also gives the Warriors much-needed depth behind Kevon Looney's departure and flexibility if Kuminga is traded. DeAnthony Melton brings something Golden State's lacked in recent years, a true 3-and-D combo guard. He's younger, athletic, and able to defend the perimeter at a high level. He can also knock down the open three and create just enough offense to complement Curry or fill in when needed. Cody Martin is another name worth watching. Not a star, but a glue guy, the type of defender and cutter that thrives in the Warriors' motion system. He could be a solid rotation piece, especially if Kuminga ends up elsewhere. And then there's Malik Beasley, possibly the X factor. If signed, he injects instant offense and stretches the floor alongside Curry, Hield, and Butler. That kind of spacing makes life miserable for defenses and unlocks the high-octane Warriors attack fans have come to love. Roster depth and identity. A potential depth chart could look something like this: PG, Steph Curry, or DeAnthony Melton; SG, Buddy Hield or Malik Beasley; SF, Jimmy Butler or Cody Martin; PF, Draymond Green or Al Horford; C, Trace Jackson Davis or Horford, a dual role. Add in Moses Moody, Lester Quinones, and rookies like Alex Tui, and the Warriors suddenly have a balanced mix of veterans, young legs, and positional flexibility. A squad that's battle-tested but still evolving. The Kuminga conundrum. The big question, of course, is Jonathan Kuminga. Will he stay? Will he be traded? He's a talented two-way forward with clear upside, but his contract standoff and reported disinterest in staying long-term have complicated things. If Kuminga accepts the $7.9 million qualifying offer, the Warriors keep a valuable asset until the trade deadline. If he's signed to a longer deal, he becomes a more attractive piece in a bigger trade, potentially even one involving someone like LeBron James, as wild as that sounds. Whatever happens, the front office must make a decision quickly. Every day of uncertainty is a missed opportunity in a rapidly evolving Western Conference. All eyes on October 21st. Golden State opens the 2025-26 season on October 21st against the Los Angeles Lakers, a marquee matchup that could set the tone for the season. By then, this roster should be finalized, and make no mistake, this is a Warriors team that could sneak up on the league. They still have Steph, they added Butler. They're targeting high IQ veterans and shooting to surround them. With the right mix, this team isn't just playoff bound, they're a dark horse title contender, and nobody should take them lightly. Dublation, what do you think? Do you believe this roster, as constructed, can make a deep playoff run? Would you prioritize youth with Kuminga or trade him for more win-now talent? And who would you love to see in a Warriors jersey by training camp? Horford, Melton, Beasley, or someone else? Let's hear it in the comments. If you enjoyed this breakdown, be sure to like this video, subscribe to Warriors Nation News, and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next deep dive.